Hey everyone, this is Magic Lover recording for the MTGO, playing a little Legacy one-on-one action with an Opalescence based leyline deck. We do indeed have Oblivion Ring, Sacred Mesa, and some accelerants in play, so we'll keep this, even though we don't have a white source other than the Utopia Sprawl, which is annoying, but not insurmountable, since that will be our first course of action. And hopefully we don't get Thoughtseize turn 1 here, because if that disappears we're in trouble. And the odds of that are pretty low now. Oh, okay, looks like we're up against Elves. So next turn, we'll play a forest, use that to put wild growth on here, or use this to put wild growth on the forest. Tap that. We can probably O-ring. I'm waiting for like a Heritage Druid or a Nettle Sentinel, since those are the key pieces to Elves going off. Pardon me. And I will gladly O-ring that. Turn 2 if I need to. If not, if he just passes it after swinging here. Nope. Well, 3 land wars. Or 3 mana elves. Okay. That's good. I am tempted to not O-ring the elf here. And if he goes off turn 3, then congratulations. But I'm hoping he just sets himself up here and I can grab. I mean, the worst thing for us is if he glimpses here. And he does. So, yeah, with 4 mana available, we could be in trouble. There's the Nettle. Let's see, we don't have any instants here. So return 1 elf, untap another. So hopefully he casts a Heritage Druid here. It'll allow him to go off a little more, but then I can O-ring it. Nope, same Vinehorn. And he's out of gas. Okay. So let's get this done. And I admittedly did forget about that. Keep thinking it's once a turn, but obviously I did that on my turn. And he glimpsed again. So now we could be dead. At least he had to recast it. And I have to believe he'll find a Heritage Druid at some point in here. And another Nettle Sentinel. And with this many untapped, you know, you could find a Craterhoof Behemoth and swing for the win. So Unless we untap with a Serra Sanctum into Sacred Mesa, I don't think we're going to be able to withstand the onslaught. We needed to come out of the gate a little faster against a, turn 3 combo deck. So Priest comes down. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much if he's got Craterhoof in hand already, next turn he can cast it with a bazillion attackers and just overrun. The good news is we actually have a decent game 2 against Elves, because we get to bring in 2 more O-Rings and 2 more I'm sorry, 4 more Journey to Nowheres. So that combined with, aggressively mulling to like Moat, which stops him pretty cold. I mean, the problem is he's going to bring in some sort of enchantment hate, but, we will look to find Moat and keep him on ice. Because unless he's playing Elfrical, and his end plan is to, cast Emrakul, then he doesn't have any flyers. And Moat will shut down Craterhoof. Hopefully for long enough to get Sacred Mesa up and running. Or get Opalescence for a leyline attack. There's the Heritage Druid. It would be pretty funny if we untapped into a Moat right now. That is probably our best bet. That keeps us alive and lets us get Sacred Mesa out and running. I'll just pause it here and come back in when he's done going off. Okay, so recording for game 2, essentially what happened at the end of game 1, he got Mirror Entity on board and untapped a Priest of Titania to make whatever, a few creatures he had. 30/30s or something and swing for the win. So my goal here is going to be to Journey to Nowhere as many things as I can, as quickly as I can, and hopefully set them back. Yeah, we'll do this. Next turn we'll get another Journey to Nowhere down and a Silver Library. Oh, and an O-ring. Okay. Let's send these little elves packing on a trip. Now, because life doesn't mean much. Good to know he brought in naturalizes. Yeah, keep swinging. I'm actually going to save that O-ring for something a little more threatening. Oop, I tapped wrong. Nah, that was a mistake. Wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to tap the Forest and leave the Enlightened Tutor up for his end of turn for Moat. That's not going to happen now. Ah, that is very handy. So now he has a very short window. Surprised he's attacking. It's only going to keep his elf count down. Darn. That is helpful. Now hopefully we get to pump out a bunch here before he finds another naturalize. I don't think he'll fall for swinging here. 5, 6, we will pump out a few. And we'll also tutor. I am gonna be fine with Moat. It's too bad we don't have a Ley Line of the Meek. Or that just about would have been lethal. But now we will drop Moat. We'll dump the extra mana into there. Don't think that's going to be enough. And he might just concede here. Nope. I only have 2 white sources. Huh. You know what? So he's going to glimpse of 2 cards in hand. He'll need a miracle. Well, he's got the components. So I'm guessing his plan here, he's going to need multiple pieces off this glimpse chain. Excuse me, he's going to need to find a way to deal with moat. And then even if he does deal with moat and crack in for a bunch, even if he deals with Mesa, I can swing for lethal in the air next turn. So he's got to find kind of 2 pieces of the puzzle. He's pretty much got to assemble enough of an army to do 15 to me through 2 blockers and get rid of moat. So he brought in naturalizes, I don't know how many, but he's through 1/3 of his library. We'll see if he finds it. Of note, the reason I took both of his Birchlore Rangers is I don't know how many ways he has to make white mana. And I wanted, you know, the easy ways out to, so that he couldn't cast Mirror Entity well. So if Mirror Entity is his game plan here, he needs white mana, he needs to deal with moat, and swing for enough to avoid lethal next turn. So if I get to untap, I win. We'll see if I get there. We'll pause rather than spare you watching Elves go off for another 10 minutes, and come back when he either makes his final play or pass the turn. Now that's a new one. He just cast Biomantic Mastery. I'd never actually seen that card before. And he just drew most of his deck. Yep. So he's got 23 in hand, 14 left. So I'm betting he's got Naturalize. Yeah. He's going to have to get another to get back one of his Birchlore Rangers. Oh, he's already got one. Didn't see it. Emrakul, of course. So like most Elves decks, doesn't hurt to have one Emrakul in there, because it gives you good late game inevitability. There's not too many things Annihilator 6 and protection from just about everything doesn't take care of. Of course, the extra turn to use it in. So yeah, it does look like he's going to pull this one out. Now it's funny, he can't Mirror Entity this turn with the haste. It doesn't matter because he's going to swing next turn anyway, but I will laugh really hard if he does. Oh, there we go. he had one more Wirewood Symbiote to untap. Would be funny if he decked himself. Don't think he's gonna. So we almost got there, and without, you know, sweepers in a deck like ours, Elves definitely has the leg up. It's a pretty fast combo deck. And we slowed him down a fair amount, but not enough, and almost got to lethal, so it was pretty close. But Elves is a very resilient top tier kind of deck. And it looks like he's going to get there. And that's the ball game. So anyway, interesting build, and it's a fun deck. So thanks for watching.